Babe?
Well, there you are. I finally put your dinner in the refrigerator. Where have you been?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, that isn't right. Of course I know where I've been. I know. It's just that I was tired and pulled over and slept alongside the road, I guess.
Well, I guess I'd rather have you late than crash the car.
It looks good. Did you do all that today?
I don't know. Do you think there's too much purple in it?
No, I think it looks good with the yellow. Babe, I'm sorry.
What are you kidding? It feels like I'm carrying a basketball. I'm starting to waddle. Yeah, he's not only kicking. He's doing somersaults. I think he's going to grow up to be a gymnast. No, he's not home yet. No, nothing. Well, I don't know. Ever since I found out I was pregnant, he's just not the same. He's miserable. Especially when I talk about the baby. He's been so different. You don't think he could be having an affair, do you? No. I don't know. I hope not. Especially now.
Washington, sir.
Fucking cutthroats. They don't know what they're dealing with here.
They vetoed the budget?
No, they passed it. But it was like performing dental surgery on a shark. Have you got a full report?
All preparations have been made for the rendezvous. The 47 Majestic and all related materials have been transferred here.
Excellent. Dr. Ritter.
I checked with him this morning. He says they're ready for the exchange.
Good. Contact all departmental heads. Tell them I want a meeting with them tomorrow, 0800. And contact our friends. Let them know everything on our end is all set.
Yes, sir.
What's wrong? You haven't said 2 words all night.
Nothing, I'm fine.
You don't act fine. What's up?
It's my mother. She called me at work today.
What'd she have to say?
She wants me to go through some of my father's stuff with her.
It's gotta be hard on her.
I don't know
can do it.
Kev, your dad's been dead a year. You've got to deal with it sometime.
I know, it's just I feel so bad.
Bad? About what?
He really put us through hell, Kim. He tried to apologize, but I wouldn't listen. He always looked so disappointed, like he really needed to tell me something. You want to talk to somebody, go to an AA meeting, right? That's what that shit's for.
Your dad was an alcoholic most of your life. You can't just turn that kind of resentment off like a switch.
But he hadn't drank in years.
You remember that fishing trip we took in the mountains with your parents? Remember when you and your dad tipped over the canoe in the lake? You were both wearing hip waders, and they filled full of water and you guys couldn't get out.
How could I forget? Dad and I almost drowned in Braddington Lake.
Maybe you didn't come right out and forgive him, or even tell him that you loved him, but he knew you did.
You think so?
Without a doubt.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Kevin, have you ever thought about seeing someone?
Like who?
Like a counselor or something. Someone to talk to.
Kim, I barely feel comfortable talking to you about this, let alone some stranger.
Well, thanks.
No, I didn't mean that.
No, it's okay. I know. I just think it would be a good idea if maybe... I think you should just see someone.
You want me to see a shrink?
A counselor or a psychiatrist. Not a shrink.
No, I don't think so.
Think about it, please. If we're going to have kids of our own, I want them to have the most well-adjusted father in history.
It was so weird tonight.
What was?
Tonight when I blacked out on the road.
I thought you said you fell asleep.
Well, I did, but I don't remember pulling over anything.
Oh, you were probably just so tired you don't remember. You put in a pretty long week.
Yeah, maybe. It just kind of scared me. I used to black out when I was a kid.
You never told me that.
I never thought it was important.
Well, did your parents ever take you to see a doctor or anything?
Yeah, a couple times.
And they never figured out what was wrong?
No.
You're so tiny. How far along are you?
Oh, I'm only 5 months.
What are you going to name the baby?
Well, if it's a girl, I like the name Ashley. If it's a boy, I'm going to name him Kevin.
Kevin, that's a nice name. Is it your husband's name?
No. I used to have an imaginary friend named Kevin. We play together. And if ever I was scared or anything, it'd always make me feel better. Of course, I'll have to talk it over with Tim.
Kevin! What are you doing here? Don't you have to work today?
Vacation day.
Oh, so you decided to visit your poor old gray-haired mother, and that's sweet. Would you like something to drink?
No, I'm fine.
Uh-oh. What's wrong? I know that look. Is everything all right between you and Kimmy?
Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Just that she's talking about having kids again.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing if I didn't just buy a house.
Yeah?
I don't know if I can afford it. I don't know if I'm ready.
There's nothing to be afraid of. If you wait till you're ready, you'll never have children. Then where will I be?
How you been feeling?
All right, I guess.
Well, that doesn't sound very convincing.
I've had this headache for the past 2 days, and I've been afraid to take anything for it.
I'll give you something before you leave. Good. Strong. Want to listen? You want to see what we've got here?
Here. Oh my God, look at his little hands. He's sucking his thumb.
I suggest blue is the color for the baby's room.
Blue? You mean he's a boy?
Unless there are 2 umbilical cords.
Everything is all right, isn't it, Doctor?
Yes, everything's fine. You've gained just the right amount of weight. The baby's strong. You just continue to eat the right foods.
It's just I get a little nervous sometimes.
No need to. In fact, everything's perfect.
I have the observation report on Pearson. He was picked up last night. Apparently the 74 implant couldn't be reactivated.
Well, keep an eye on him. I want to know if this next one takes.
Oh my God, what are you up to? What's wrong?
Does something have to be wrong for a man to cook dinner for his beloved wife?
I guess not.
We have got fettuccine alfredo, chef salad, and for dessert, apple pie. I have a confession to make. I bought the apple pie.
All right, I give up. What's going on?
I've been doing some thinking.
About what?
You're right. I think we should have the child.
Oh my God! Are you serious? What made you change your mind?
I was talking to my mother today, and she told me that if we wait to have this child, it might never happen.
I've always liked your mother.
So when do we get started?
Well, it's probably gonna take a few tries and a lot of practice.
To put forth the extra effort.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
What are you trying to do? Give me a heart attack?
Where were you?
Out.
Drunk.
You think? Well, I'm just getting started. I thought I told you to go to the store.
You had the car all day.
Well, that's no excuse.
You were with her, weren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tim, I saw you today. Who is she?
None of your business.
None of my business? I'm your wife. What is wrong with you?
Get your filthy hands off me.
I'm trying to understand here. Why are you acting like this? I need you. This baby needs you.
The baby.
Yes, your child.
My child. My child?
Yes.
You lying bitch. How can you say that to me? How can you have the gall to pretend that that baby is mine?
What are you talking about? Of course this baby is yours. I've never been unfaithful to you.
You make me sick.
Why? I love you. What makes you think I slept around on you?
Because, dear wife, I'm sterile. I had the mumps when I was 20, and they told me I could never father a child.
Well, they're wrong. I'm pregnant with your baby.
Don't give me that shit. I don't know whose it is, but it's not mine.
Anne-Marie? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm all right. Why did this happen? Did I do something wrong? I did everything you told me to. Why did I lose my baby?
You didn't do anything wrong. You had a miscarriage. It wasn't your fault. Where's Tim?
He's been here to see you, hasn't he?
No, and I don't think he'll be coming. We split up last night.
Well, maybe some things were said last night, but I'm sure once he finds out what's happened, he'll come. I'll call him at the office.
No, I don't think he will. It's just as well he doesn't. Don't call him, please.
If that's what you want.
It is.
All right, then I won't. Anne-Marie, there's something that I need to ask you. This won't be easy.
Dr. Davis, telephone, please. Dr. Davis, telephone, please.
There was no sign of the fetus. The nurse says that you don't remember disposing of it. Do you remember anything at all?
The last thing I remember is the fight with Tim. And then I woke up and called the ambulance.
Dr. Blair, Dr. Jane Hamilton,
All right, well, you get some rest, okay?
I'm afraid to go to sleep.
Well, you try anyway.
I've seen this thing 1,000 times, and every time I see it, I'm amazed by its design, its awesome power, what it represents.
Department heads are ready for you, sir.
Good.
Okay, people. Time is short. We only have 2 weeks until the rendezvous. Dr. Ritter?
We moved all the patients here to the base's infirmary. I'm keeping them sedated.
Keep them that way until our friends arrive. I've got enough to worry about. Kutelski.
No one is allowed in without full Andromeda clearance and retinal scans. This complex is 200 feet below ground. Nobody gets in without an invitation, or out for that matter.
Good. Dr. McCleary?
Yes.
The Majestic.
Yes, my team has run into a few problems.
What problems?
We haven't been able to reestablish power to the Majestic.
But you said that wouldn't be a problem.
It won't be. We just need a little more time.
And there isn't any more time. Your people have had 50 years to put it back together.
Sir, we don't understand how their fusion reactor works if we continue to...
Now you listen to me. The reactor is the key to this whole thing. Without it, there will not be a rendezvous. This is only the 5th time we've met them since the whole thing started in 47. Do you know what's happened every time? Large jumps in technology, computers, stealth technology, the entire space program. This time, cold fusion. Now, we've learned everything we can from taking this bird apart. We need to talk with their engineers. We need their resources. We need that reactor in operation. Now, they've made it clear they don't have the time to fix all of our broken toys. I want you to get that thing back together, and I want it operational before the rendezvous. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Hi! How have you been?
I went to see a doctor today.
A doctor? Why? What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm fine. It's just that... I need to tell you something. I don't want to have children ever.
Wait, yesterday you said you wanted to start a family.
I know what I said, Kim. I changed my mind. I had a vasectomy today.
You bastard! How could you just not even talking to me first? I don't understand you. You know how bad I wanted to have a baby. How could you play with my feelings like this?
I'm not playing with your feelings, Kim.
Oh, what do you call it then?
Kim, just trust me. I don't know why, but I know that we should not have children.
No, I don't trust you. I don't even know you anymore.
Kim, listen to me. I had to do it.
Oh, bullshit. I've always been there for you, and all you've done is lie to me and make promises you don't intend to keep. You must really hate me to want to hurt me this much.
Kim, that's not true. I love you.
Well, you've got a funny way of showing it, Kevin.
What are you doing?
Packing. I'm leaving you.
No, Kim, don't leave. You can't go. I'm sorry. You want me to say I'm sorry? I'm sorry, okay? Please, Kim, stay.
Why should I stay with you? When we got married, you said we could start a family after we got settled. Then it was after we got the house. Now you have a vasectomy? I want to know why. Why did you do this?
I don't know why. I woke up this morning and I just knew I can't allow myself to father a child. It wouldn't be fair to it.
That's it? That's all you have to say to explain yourself.
I know it sounds crazy, but that's all I can say.
Well, then all I have to say is our marriage is over. I don't want to live with anyone who can be that selfish.
Where are you gonna go?
Does it matter?
Yes, it matters.
Not to you, it doesn't. Not anymore.
Kim, wait.
What?
I love you.
You should have thought of that this afternoon.
They were here. I know they were here. They want me to forget, but I can't. I won't forget.
You must be dreaming.
I wasn't dreaming. They want me to think I was. They stole my baby. They had my baby.
You're upsetting the other patients.
They don't give a shit about the other patients. They had my baby. I have to get out of here. Oh my God! She's having a seizure. I'm trying. Hold her. Try to keep her down. Tell her she will. Please, I need some help in here. Please, can we get some help?
It goes like this. Your soul is mine. All the life offered you, you didn't take the opportunities. Wasted them all. Same old, same old.
Thornton, and my guest today on Town Talk is noted psychologist and author Dr. Ronald Jefferson. Dr. Jefferson is the author of the best-selling book Night Visitors, The Ordeals of the Alien Abductee. Good afternoon, Doctor. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you consider yourself to be a UFologist, is that correct?
Yes.
And why don't you explain for the viewers out there what exactly that is?
Well, Bill, I study various aspects of UFO phenomenon in an effort to expose the truth regarding alien visitations to our world, which do occur.
And what do you think is the truth, Doctor?
That our citizens are being abducted in the middle of the night, and that medical experiments are being performed upon them for some unknown purpose.
Doctor, what are some of the signs that someone may have been abducted?
Well, classic signs are unexplained memory loss, a certain amount of lost time in one's life, as well as different maladies and scars that seem to turn up only when this phenomenon occurs. There have even been cases of radiation poisoning.
Kevin, are you all right? What are you doing?
Trying to find out if I'm crazy.
Kevin? Where are you going?
I keep seeing this little girl in my mind. This little girl, and I can't get her out of my head. Get back in the house! Get back in the house! And I see Dad. What is this? What is this?
It's nothing.
It's
Lightning
not nothing.
hit there and it caused a brush fire. Nothing
Lightning
ever
did not
goes there
strike that.
again.
Lightning did not cause that, Mom.
It did.
Let me see your arm.
What?
What is this?
Nothing. It's just a scar. I've had it for so long.
I've got a scar just like it, Mom, in the same spot.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about that. And I'm talking about what happened here 20 years
No.
ago. I remember, Mom. I've seen them. I saw them.
You're crazy.
I was about 7 or 8. And there was a thing in the field right
Lightning
here in
hit
this
this spot. That's all.
And I saw this little girl with them.
I'm not listening to any more of this.
You remember, don't you?
Kimberly was right to leave you. You've lost your mind.
God damn it, Mom, you remember.
No.
I know you do.
No. Yes, I remember. How could I forget the things that they've done to me? How could I forget them taking a child right from my womb?
They took a baby from you?
For years I thought I was crazy. They haunted me the whole time I was growing up. I didn't think they were real. Not until they took my baby. You have a brother. And I haven't seen him since he was born. Sometimes I swear I can hear his thoughts up there. At first I hated them for using me to create them. I never saw him coming again. But no matter how hard they tried, I never forgot again. I remember it all now. I'm not sure that I hate him. If I do, it's for taking him away from me. And for what they did to you.
How come you never told me any of this?
How could I tell you? How could I tell anybody? They'd think I was crazy. I thought I was crazy. And then, as you were growing up, they stopped bothering us. I thought it was all over. But it's not over, is it?
Not for me, it isn't.
Patch me into Mr. Gutowski. Yes, sir. We seem to have a bit of a problem here.
You can see it right there in the frontal lobe.
What is it, a tumor?
Well, that would be consistent with the seizures and delusions. It doesn't seem to be organic, though.
Well, what do you mean? Is it a tumor or isn't it?
Well, if I went just by this scan, I would say no. It doesn't appear to be living tissue. It looks like some sort of debris that's lodged itself into the brain. Well, regardless of where it came from, I recommend we take it out.
Open brain surgery?
No, I don't think we need to be that invasive. We can go in right through the nasal cavity into the frontal lobe.
Hmm.
No, now you're doing it well.
Yeah, that's the way. That's how you want. Nurse, hand me a probe, please.
That's good now.
No more.
Touch more.
No more. Keep going, keep going. Okay, that's it.
Blood pressure is 120/80.
I've got it localized.
Punch, please.
Blood pressure is at 90/65.
What is it? Look at that. It's covered in some sort of organic tissue.
It doesn't look like brain tissue.
Get that thing to the lab right away.
Doctor.
It's dissolving.
I want this room clean, not an ounce of evidence.
Hey! What are you doing?
Who are you? You're interrupting a surgical procedure.
Yes, I am, Doctor. This operation is over. Mrs. Bradford is no longer a patient of yours. Doctor? She can be moved.
She's not going anywhere. I'm calling security. Jesus!
I think you'll find security leans more to my point of view, Doctor. Interrogate the hospital staff. I want to know if they've seen anything out of the ordinary. Doctor, either you sign a certificate logging the time of death for Mrs. Bradford, or someone's going to be signing one for you.
Kevin?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice Come on in. So, what you're telling me that apart from coming from an alcoholic home and being periodically abducted by aliens since you were a child, you're a well-adjusted, normal guy. Am I right?
Excuse me?
You said you recently split up with your wife.
No. This is not about my wife, and do not condescend to me.
Look, I'm not trying to insult you, but as a psychologist, I have to look into the possibility that you might be
crazy.
Well, I was going to say delusional, but crazy works.
Where the hell do you get off? Look, I didn't come here to be psychoanalyzed by you.
Why are you here, Mr. Pearson?
Because I thought you could help me. Because I thought you would believe me. Look, I've got scars on my body that I know these things inflicted on me. My mother... Look, I had a vasectomy. Because of these things. Doesn't that say something?
So let's explore this possibility. You're 28 years old. Your wife's pressuring you to have children. But if you have children, you're going to have to face the possibility of growing up. And this scares you. So your subconscious creates a fantasy terror world. It creates aliens that steal children from their beds at night. And when it comes to the point of you going out and having a vasectomy, you concoct more stories about aliens to hide your real reasons. Your fear of responsibility. Your wife leaves you, and all of a sudden we create more stories about aliens to help you hide the pain. How does that sound?
Like you're full of shit. Listen, a guy doesn't just wake up one day and go, I don't want to grow up, so I think I'll have the dog fixed. And then maybe I'll make up stories about aliens just so the wife will understand. Listen, I don't remember everything, but I remember enough. Enough to come here and risk being ridiculed by you. I want it to stop. They took away my childhood. They ruined my life. How many other lives have they destroyed?
Hello, Henry. How are you feeling?
Who are you?
I'm your doctor.
Where's Dr. O'Sullivan? Where am I?
Dr. O'Sullivan is no longer in charge of your care. You're in a hospital. A psychiatric hospital.
What?
Hold on. Just relax. The tumor you had caused you to hallucinate.
I was not hallucinating. I know what I saw.
Calm down, Amber. Listen to yourself. Monsters stole your child?
I am not delusional. Those things are real. I am not nuts, and I know what I saw.
No one thinks you're nuts. You're under observation.
This is crazy. I'm leaving. Where are my clothes?
You can't leave, Anne-Marie.
Why?
Because you're here for your own protection.
I don't need protecting.
I think you do. From yourself. Try to get some rest and we'll talk later.
Where are you going? Wait! I am allowed visitors, aren't I?
Of course.
Well, I need to contact a friend. Can you call him for me?
I can try. What's his name?
His name is Kevin. Kevin Pearson. He lives in upstate New York, I think.
Are you going to call him or not? Hey,
I want a full report.
Well, the implant that we installed isn't working.
Obviously. What I want to know is why it isn't working.
I don't know. Perhaps the trauma of removing the fetus is so strong with her that it refuses to be repressed.
What about the rest of her memories? How much does she know?
They seem to be resurfacing as well. You heard her mention Pearson. I think it's just a matter of time before it all comes back to her.
Well, it really doesn't matter now. She's dead as far as the world's concerned anyway. When she's fully recovered from her surgery, I want her drugged and given to our friends. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, Kevin. You're a time traveler. You have the ability to move back and forward in time as you wish. Do you understand? Now I want you to go back in time. I want you to go back in time to the first time that you saw them. Tell me, how old are you, Kevin? Kevin, listen to me, Kevin. I'm going to count backwards from 5 now. I'm going to bring you back. 5, 4, listen to me, Kevin. 3, 2, 1. Are you okay? What do you remember?
Okay. Show yourself, little freaks. Come on! Come on, show yourself!
Against the truck! Hey, who are you guys? Don't move! Don't move!
Sir?
Get him up. Should you listen to me, and listen to me clearly. You are screwing around with things that are better left alone. Keep this up, and we'll go after your family next. Some things are better left unexplained, Mr. Pearson.
That's why they call them mysteries.